Hello there, a warm welcome. This is Shobya Clinton inviting you on another episode on COTV, A Voice That Matters. The groundwork for all happiness is good health. On that note, we have Dr. Sandun Gunawardhana with us, the CEO of Gunawardhana Ayurveda Holdings. Welcome, Dr. Sandun. It's a pleasure having you on board with us.
Thank you.
In an era where Western medicine is considered quick, convenient and effective, how did Gunawardhana Ayurveda start to be and start thriving?
Today, I think it's a challenging thing to move ahead with like two very different fields. I mean, like Western medicine and also Ayurveda. In Sri Lanka, for some reason, they are the two opposite poles of it's like magnet. But thing is, like the other South Asian countries, like in India and also Bhutan, Myanmar, and even in Bangladesh, these two fields go together. They work together. And then we have seen, like when I traveled, I have seen, and even with my fathers and my brother, Dr. Kasun and Dr. S.S. Gunawardana Senior, they are experienced. They know that in these countries where you have a hospital with the Western medicine practice and also Ayurvedic practice. So anybody who walks in a hospital can decide whether he wants a treatment from the Western medicine or Ayurvedic practitioner. What they also do is they do this combined treatment where a patient will be diagnosed at the Western side of this hospital, and also then he will be prescribed that you can go to the Ayurvedic practitioner. Yeah, and then you can also get medicine from them. What the Western medicine cannot do, the Ayurvedic can do. What Ayurveda cannot do, the Western medicine can do. So having that in mind, we created Aditya Ayurveda in a way where both these fields will be united. We want to be an example to this country that we can work together. So in that way, we see that Western medicine, why people think that Western medicine is convenient, because they have pills and they have vaccines, and they also have live data where you can generate using an equipment. For example, you have pressure meters, blood sugar meters. You can check your cholesterol, you can get an ECG, and then you know what is your condition in your heart, or like you can do scans and you know what's inside. But in Ayurveda, we don't think about that. It's very deep. Even like mostly when we talk about Sri Lankan traditional medicine, Ayurveda Kama, it even goes deeper. Sometimes we feel that with our experience, our Ayurveda Kama is even greater than what Ayurveda is. So where in this case, what we wanted to do is to show that we can do better. So the core in our practice at Aditya Ayurveda, but with my father, what his specialty is diagnosis using pulses. So we call this Nadi Vinyana. This actually is a sort of a field where even these novel equipment cannot reach these that heights. Using the pulses, you can diagnose any disease in your different organs in the body. You can say with the difference of the pulses whether you have a problem in your heart, or you have a problem in your liver, kidneys, or whether you have high cholesterol, high blood sugar, anything, or even like hormonal imbalances. But the thing is, what the problem we have is there's no way that nobody has done any research to show this or prove that scientifically. What Western world needs is scientific proof, because science came from Western world. So, but Vedas, we have Vedas. So India and Sri Lanka, these South Asian countries, we have Vedas. The Vedas, these are the subjects discovered by rishis or ancient sages. So these things have a heavenly presence. I mean, like you can't really challenge those things, right? So this is where my science comes in, because being a scientist, what I wanted always to show that world that this has there's a depth into Ayurveda and also Sri Lankan traditional medicine. So that's why I decided to incorporate new science into Ayurveda. And then we also now have tablets and powders. And I'm also planning to sort of establish sort of a method where you can actually prove that your pulse diagnosis can be proven. What the doctor says using your pulses with your hands and also using your arm, then what he reads can be interpreted into a machine and then say, hey, what you see on your ECG or you see on your CT scan or any other scan, he has just explained to you using just your pulse. So I think moving ahead with new science, I don't think that now we can say that Western medicine is something far beyond approach, but it is. But I think I'm getting there. I think we have a good approach towards that. Thus, that developing this state-of-the-art hospital in Anuradhapura, that is where actually we believe that Ayurveda Kama started, initiated in this King Ravana's time. Even though it's a myth, there are evidence that to prove that actually these people were there and they coined this Ayurveda Kama of Sri Lanka, or traditional medicine of Sri Lanka.
Walk us through the plan for the next 5 years for Gunawardhana Ayurveda Holdings.
And actually now we are into 2 years after the inauguration of our Aditya Ayurveda. This is the brainchild of Gunawardhana Ayurveda Holdings and my father, Dr. S.S. Gunawardhana. So why we have established this special institution to sort of bring attention to Sri Lanka and to help to improve health tourism in Sri Lanka by popularizing Ayurveda Kama or traditional medicine of Sri Lanka. So in this center we have all the facilities that you can find in a 5-star tourist establishment, along with 2 wards where patients can stay and then they can get treatments. We also have luxury treatment rooms and also many other facilities where people can come and get the benefits of Ayurveda Kama and also Ayurveda. We practice both Ayurveda and Ayurveda Kama. So in next years, what I'm planning to do is now that we have identified Central Europe as the best possible market for getting attention to Sri Lanka and to our traditional medical treatments. So I have recently partnered up with company there in Germany, and then planning to move ahead with them, and also they have 2 centers in Germany, one in Frankfurt and the other one is in Bonn. So what I'm planning to do is to use in these 2 centers, spread the word that we are here, and then now the Central Europeans can come to Germany and experience this, and then to make awareness about our traditional medicine. And also now we have established a training center within Aditya Ayurveda Center to train globally qualified therapists, Ayurvedic therapists, and then they are also have got physical education about how to practice different types of for example, how to do proper panchakarma, how to do before starting panchakarma, how to do purva karma, and then how to prepare somebody. And what we are also doing, we are now teaching them giving them German lessons and also teaching them English, so then they will be well versed in these subjects, and when a guest comes in, they will be able to, without hesitation, to speak up and then to explain what we are and what we are doing. So what I'm planning to do is to take these people to work in these centers. What I'm doing is now to give them sort of a scholarship, so they can actually work there for 6 months, and I'm planning to rotate them like that in every year. So our 2 centers in Germany will be occupied by the people who are already trained in Sri Lanka about our Hela treatment methods. And then with that we can capture the market by inviting German guests or the patients who have diseases or minor ailments to come and experience these treatments. And by doing that, what I want to do is to encourage them to come to Sri Lanka and then to go through the advanced treatment process what we have with us at Aditya. So to do that, I have created a holistic system where we actually grow our organic herbal material in our own estates, and we encourage villagers in and around Anuradhapura and also other areas of Sri Lanka to grow medicine organically, and then we buy back and then we produce our medicine. That is why one reason that we have a high rate of patients getting cured after using our medicine. So since our specialty being treatments for heart diseases, We have a very high success rate where patients are recovered and even cured from heart diseases, where in Western medicine you have to undergo an open heart surgery, where it is not a treatment, or even just you're treating for a symptom. You don't get cured. So what we do is we actually using these medicine, we cure people, and for many diseases like that. So what I want the world to do is to experience that, to make awareness that there is a solution for most of the things in Sri Lanka, where Western medicine do not have proper solutions, so they don't even have a clue what's going on. So once it is done, I think the more people get to know about us, the people will come. So for example, from like if I read out my father's words, what he says is that he always preaches that there are two jewels in this country that we can use to develop the country and get this country out of this the situation that we are in right now. This is Buddhism and also our Ayurvedic system, or our own traditional medical system. If we market this right, I think that is more than enough to attract a lot of people, and also to get dollars into the country by inviting people to come in and experience our traditions, and also all these jewels what we have. So that's what I want to do. So in next 5 years, what I want to do is to develop our company in a way that we interact with more people globally and make awareness about our miraculous treatments and also our facilities. And now I have partnered up with Western world already, and we have we get support from different embassies and also the other our missions in different countries, Sri Lankan missions, especially the German embassy, like Sri Lankan embassy in Germany, and also Sri Lankan embassy in Iran, and many different countries have already shown interest that they want to partner up with us and to help to make awareness. So this is what I'm planning to do, and then I think we are looking ahead, and I'm confident that we can do that and bring more people, more foreigners to our country and develop Sri Lanka and also our health tourism sector. And thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sandun, for being on our show today.
Thank you.
Pleasure having you today.
Pleasure is all mine. Thank you very much for inviting us here. Thank you.
Until I see you on another interesting episode, signing off, Shobya Clinton.